San Diego is a good place to train because there are plenty of steep slopes. But if you want to know what it's like to pedal through the June heat of the desert, you gotta bundle up.
Doing this desert training on an overcast day on the coast, it's difficult. You gotta add 4 or 5 layers.
Mike Wilson should know because he's about to strike out across the country in a race that most people are just happy to finish, to say nothing of winning. Wilson is an amiable 38-year-old born in Alabama who still addresses people as sir or ma'am. He says he got into cycling in his early 30s when he was carrying about 260 pounds on his 6' 2" frame.
And a friend gave me a bicycle and said, you know, if you want to lose a little bit of weight, try riding a bike up and down the Strand in Coronado. And so I did that once, and then I did it twice.
Then he rode 100 miles back and forth across the Strand. Soon he did a 200-mile trek.
And I thought, well, if I can do 200 miles, why not one of these 500-mile races? I've heard of this race called Furnace Creek. It's like 509 miles out in Death Valley, and, you know, that sounds crazy, and I feel like I'm kind of crazy, so let's do something crazy.
Wilson solved his weight problem, incidentally. He's now 167 pounds. But if you want to talk about crazy, Furnace Creek was nothing. The rules for Race Across America are really pretty simple. The cyclists begin here at the Oceanside Pier, and they head east along a designated route. And the first person to cross the finish line in Annapolis, Maryland, wins. There are no requirements to take breaks. There are no restrictions on when you can ride. In other words, if you can ride nonstop with no sleep, meals, or bathroom breaks, more power to you. Hell on Two Wheels is a book about the race. Author Amy Snyder says the drive to go nonstop for 8 days with as little as 3 hours a day of sleep causes people to endure tremendous pain. Riders become mentally disoriented. In some cases, they lose their ability to hold their heads up when those muscles fail with fatigue. Wilson quotes the late Slovenian cyclist Juri Robic, a 5-time winner of RAAM, as the race is commonly called.
He always said this expression, which is, I hate this race because during the race, I hate it more than everything. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't want to be here. I hate this. But every other day of my life, it's all I can think about.
Although Wilson is a solo cyclist, he's not doing RAAM alone. His girlfriend, a nurse anesthetist, will follow along to help keep him healthy and fed. In fact, Wilson has a whole volunteer crew that will follow in 3 vehicles. They'll shield him from cars, massage him, encourage him, and repair his bikes. Wilson's day job is helping to run a sporting goods company, but many of his volunteer crew members are retired police officers, with whom he recently cycled to Encinitas for breakfast.
When RAAM came up, both Diana and I said, well, if you ever need help, if you want somebody to be on your team, let us know. And we were both very honored when in, say, like November, December, he said, you still good for it? We both said, sure.
All you got to do is give him a chance.
But why would Mike Wilson put himself through this?
I don't know, that part. Can't answer that one.
There's no prize money. We all sat around and said, what's the prize at the end of the ride? And he said, nothing, because it's there, sort of thing. It's a guy who climbs Mount Everest, same thing, you know, he does it because it's there, and he feels the desire to do so. It's an accomplishment.
Mike Wilson is a rookie in the Race Across America, and he says for a rookie, just finishing is like winning a gold medal.